Hello everybody, welcome back to The Witcher 3. I am Dimsy and we are back in shithole Velen. Hey. This place hasn't changed at all. It's been a while. It's been a minute since we've been here. And yeah, one of the bridges that leads into Crow's Perch is damaged. This seems to be the only one that's actually intact. It may actually, no, considering the gate, no. I was thinking that maybe it's like a makeshift bridge that they built after Veserad kind of left the city. Calling this a city is a bit of a stretch. A fortified village, let's just call it that.
Take a gander over here.
It's those guys. The merchants that we found on the road being harassed by their own hired men. Oh boy. Velen is quite a charming place. I mean, no, but I mean that. It could have been a really, like, cool and chill place to be, but... and to live at. To live in. To spend your, the rest of your life at. But, currently, at the moment, the way things are, I would definitely advise people to go on vacation somewhere else. A popular tourist destination, this is not. At least not for the moment. Ooh, speaking of destinations and in the moment. Oh. I have the right ability equipped. Yeah, I do. Wow, serendipity. Or no, that's not serendipity. Serendipity is when something really awesome happens and it kind of catches you by surprise, but I guess that word is applicable to my current situation. But I was thinking more of another word. I don't know, I guess just good fortune. I have no idea. There I go again, babbling on, huh? We are here in Velen for a reason. We're not here for sightseeing. We are here to take Uma. It seems that he may be the key to finding Ciri. And we saw him last year, so we're gonna go and talk to the Baron Sergeant. Forget his name. Let's just call him Sargi. So Sargi is a bit of a prick, and I hope that he's not gonna cause any trouble for us. I wonder where he is. I'm gonna assume he's gonna be in the old Baron's office. That's just a wild guess, I have no idea where he is. I could just check the map though. But I'm lazy. No, but I think he's here. The door's even open. Sup, man? Been a while, huh? Yep, here he is. As expected. Typical. Yo, Mr. Dickhead.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma, gonna take him with me.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Thing is, he ain't here.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But that'd be an error. A mortal one.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
So he did see reason. Good. I honestly, like, to be honest, I was kind of hoping for him to give us some shit. Because if he was gonna give us some trouble, that would give me ample reason to go on a killing spree, on a murder spree, and just slaughter everybody in Crow's Perch. And I mean everybody. Man, woman, old, young, I don't care. Soldier, civilian, I just slaughter everybody, I don't give a shit. I don't like this place. It rubs me the wrong way. Everybody here's a cunt. Fuck Velen. Fuck Rose Perch. Although, granted, this kid is kinda cool. Can we talk to her?
Geralt!
Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
That a spirit. Okay, where can that damn... Uma! Uma? You around? Where are you? Uma? Are you in here? No? Let me check the map. This time. I don't know. Oh, okay. By the stables. Staying busy, gentlemen. Wouldn't surprise me if they're if they have been mistreating him. They seem like the sort. I don't know, just a hunch. God, I would love to just... God, oh my god.
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back, though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove straws up their asses.
Huh? That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Open the door. Now. Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on.
Poor thing. Ugh.
What the? Quit playing around. Let's go.
Oh man. We're about to head towards Kaer Morhen. Unfortunately, before we can get there...
Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Banglin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
and we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once!
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
I really don't want to antagonize this guy. He genuinely scares me. Like, he frightens the shit out of me, so...
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I gave you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this... monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen.
Where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron
Yes, I know my vassals.
who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
And into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali. Gladiv Dorn Eptened Bandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Once again, I'm not gonna argue against him. I just... no.
Fine.
This audience is over. Till the next.
Like, that man can have me quartered just by blinking. I refuse to quarrel with him.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa called into the dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt? We can fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
Geralt, I was doing the exact same. When you stand in front of such a man, and he's an empire. Empire. Well, in a way, he is the empire, but. And he's an emperor. You swallow your pride, you shut up, and you just do what he says.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the
Oh,
key
we're gonna go to
finding
Kaer
the
Morhen. I'm so happy.
Geralt needed to lift the curse. So he took Uma
Finally,
to one of the
goddammit,
world's
finally.
greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Come on, load, goddammit.
Oh there, Roach. All right.
Forktails this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Well, look who the wind blew in. Been away quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
Lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for them to do.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you. Jumps right into a, we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she'd... Ah, now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture. So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's gotta have a good reason.
Huh. More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud.
And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Can we talk? I'm looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her? How can I help you? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs? So do I.
You tried.
So long.
Oh, shit. We're here. This is it. This is where it all began. Kaer Morhen. Man. This is gonna sound really stupid, but it feels like I'm home. I know. But seriously, like, I don't say that often, right? I'm not one of those guys who, like, is affected by nostalgia and shit, but this place is just magical. Can I talk to Vesemir?
Can we talk?
Okay, I can't. Okay. Fair enough. Oh man, it's good to see you again, Vesemir. Always good to see you. Oh, here we are, Kaer Morhen. Man, I remember getting this game. I was at a video game store and I saw this really cool kind of cover. It was cool. I guess it wasn't all that cool, really. But it was a pitch black cover with nothing but the wolf head's medallion on the front of it. And it just sat there, looking really kind of slick and elegant. And I was just kind of like, wow, this kind of looks cool. Picked it up, looked at the back of the box, saw a bunch of pictures. I thought, ooh, a fantasy game. Hey, I'm into a fantasy game. Then I saw it was an RPG, and I was like, ooh, I love RPGs. So I bought the game, and this was back in, when was this, 2007 or something? I like to think that it was 2007, 8, something like that, don't really remember. So I bought the fucking game, and I went home with it, obviously. I popped it into my PC, installed it, and nothing. Well, actually something. The game worked, but my PC was too shit. So I was playing the game at maybe 15 frames a second. I mean, needless to say, that's unacceptable. Yep, my PC was too shit for it. I mean, it worked. I could install it, but at that, I mean, what's the point? when the goddamn game? No way.
Handwriting looks familiar. Berengar's. Papers have been lying here for years.
Damn hunk of metal. A week sweating with bellows and forge, and what do you know? There's Torhern, shining in my hands. And then there it goes, cracking into shards with the first practice strike. Must have botched something in the alloy composition or cooled it too fast after forging. Hard to say. Just gotta try again, I guess. But not here, because Vesemir's already badgering me with his blasted words of wisdom. Should have known asking his advice was opening a bottomless can of worms. Don't know how Geralt puts up with that without going the rest of the way crazy.
How about that? He was working on a sword. And not just any sword, judging by his notes. Torhern. Ought to talk to Vesemir. Berengar consulted him. Vesemir might remember how far he got.
Berengar, speaking of, you know, the first game, Berengar was a fellow Witcher of the White Wolf School. But he was mighty distressed at the fact that he was a Witcher. I mean, it's probably something that all Witchers feel, you know. They probably go through a kind of a, what do you call it, a Witcher midlife crisis, where they just feel like, shit, this isn't the life for me and I want out. Lambert expresses the same sentiment. But unlike Lambert, Berengar did something about it, and he basically sold everybody at Kaer Morhen out. He basically opened the gates and allowed Salamandra, the kind of enemy faction in The Witcher 1, to enter the keep and basically besiege it, and it allowed them to kind of achieve their own nefarious purposes. And yeah, at the time, you know, when that happened, we didn't know that he was responsible, but we later learned that he was. And we're given a choice actually to fight him and kill him or to let him live. Me, I let him live. And usually I try to be sympathetic and compassionate, but there's a limit. Something like that, I usually kill people, but for some reason I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Berengar just struck me as incredibly sympathetic and not evil. Oh shit. Oh man, oh my god. Oh. Yeah, he wasn't an evil person. He was just, I don't know, a victim of circumstance, I guess. I mean, he was fully cognizant of the fact that he was doing something really fucking wrong. Something really messed up. Selling out his friends. Like that. I mean, we were basically the only support network he had. His only friends. And for somebody to just throw all of that away. But it makes sense, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, because if you want out of his particular life, you just gotta cut loose, you know? You just gotta say stop. And just disassociate yourself with whatever, you know, is bothering you. You know, just go cold turkey. We recognize this pendulum from the very, very beginning of the game. Which, in this particular playthrough, happened like, what, 50 hours ago? My god. What number, what video is this? This is like number, what, 77? Whew. I can't believe I actually made it. My hypothesis is that this series will probably last for about 200 episodes, which is it's madness. But yeah. Right. Sorry, just but yeah, like when I got the game, I couldn't play it. But the first level, I played through the first kind of, I guess maybe 1 or 2 hours. Yes, in 15 frames a second, I know. But I was just, I don't know, I was just captivated by the game. And one big part of it was Kaer Morhen. For some reason, this enormous keep just felt at home for some reason. And look at this. It looks exactly the same. It's insane. CD Projekt Red did it. They did it. Look at this. Oh my god. If you haven't played The Witcher 1, oh man, I don't know if I can recommend it to people. I do have a playthrough of it on my channel. Just a playthrough, not a, you know, a commentary. Looks like a catacomb. Doing some autopsy, maybe?
Leaking again. Damn it.
Yeah, we recognize that voice. Lambert. How's life, my old friend?
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Honestly, I can't argue with that. I respect that.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert.
Oh, sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Lambert. But that's just how he is, man. He means no offense by it.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
No, not yet. I'm just gonna go talk to Yennefer, then we'll meet up and we'll go.
Gotta take care of something. Wait for me.
Sure.
Oh my god, here we are. It all looks exactly the same. I mean, I played it back then, and like I said, my computer just wasn't good enough, but I just vividly, like, the entire interior of Kaer Morhen just burned itself into my retina. I know this place by heart, even like before I had played it like for real, after I had kind of upgraded my computer. By then I already knew the ins and outs of this place. And I upgraded my computer a couple of years later, actually, like maybe 1 or 2. Not sure. And that's when I kind of decided, alright, I know this is a really long game, but hey, it does fascinate me. I am interested in it. I'm gonna jump in right now. And so I did. And I kind of fell in love with the series. The first game is, however, very rough and hasn't aged well at all. So if anybody wants to play it, I don't know if I recommend it, to be honest. This looks like to be the kitchen/dining hall. Now you might be thinking, holy shit, this is quite a big place for a couple of Witchers. For like 4. The last of the School of the Wolf. True, but once upon a time there were a lot more of them. This is a dying order, which honestly kind of is weird. Because there are more monsters, so why wouldn't there be... Like, why wouldn't they be producing new Witchers? I don't know, that's just odd. That's a point that I don't really get. A lore point that kind of evades me.
God damn it, you piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Oh my, oh my. Looks like somebody's irritated. Irritated is putting it mildly.
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the 3rd crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything, when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So, I'd rather keep certain things secret. for the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Yeah, no, that's she's not off with that assumption.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor? Wouldn't recommend it. That stone can get awfully chilly.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red hair.
So upset about Triss you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Geralt, I don't want to seem like a vindictive shrew, but that very bed is where you just happened to fuck a dear friend of mine. Yes, I know, you'd lost your memory. Whatever. Let us agree that I will refrain from scolding you, while you will stop mentioning that stupid bed. Agreed?
Agreed.
Splendid. On to more pressing matters.
Whew! Goddamn. Yennefer's words cuts. They're sharper than Geralt's swords, goddammit. They cut through us like fucking butter.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
All right, I'll talk to them. Anything else?
Yes. There's one other trifling matter. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at all. Ida Emian. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not-so-sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
I wonder if we can talk to her.
Geralt?
Holy shit, we can. Oh, but we've already exhausted everything.
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
Alright, so the Potestaquizitor is going to lead us to some kind of magical disturbance thingy-majiggy that apparently prevents Yennefer from contacting Ida Emian. Or Ida Emian. Ah, names. I'm no good with them. I'm no good with words just in general. I don't remember if we've met her in this series. I don't think so. No? No, I don't think so. But she is a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, so she should be pretty chummy with, well, all of the other members of the Lodge of Sorceresses. Including Yennefer, although for some reason No, never mind. For a second there, I thought that Yennefer wasn't a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, but no, she is. Powerful magical ladies who started their own little secret society, their own little cabal, in order to kind of guide the rulers of the North and to make sure that they make wise decisions. Honestly, the Lodge of Sorcerers make sense to me. They're not evil. And I kind of wish that they had been found out. But I guess the long reach of the Empire makes sure that some things just can't remain hidden. And considering it was in the Lodge's, or rather the Empire's best interest to make sure the North learns of the Lodge's existence. No, hold on. It was in the Empire's best interest for the Northern Realms to find out about the Lodge of Sorceresses. Yeah, there we go. Because that would basically cause strife and conflict in the North, kind of weakening them further, weakening every single Northern Realm further and allowing them to be weakened. Oh my god, what the hell is going on with the shadows? So that Northgard could attack a weak North rather than a strong one. Clever bastards. And it worked. It goddamn worked. Alright. Well, in any case, we have finally arrived to Kaer Morhen. Finally. Oh, look at the valley below. God damn. God damn. I guess one reason that I fell in love with Kaer Morhen is because of kind of the whole Slavic thing. It does feel very Slavic, and well, you know, I myself am a Slav, and I don't know, I've never really taken much of an interest in kind of, you know, my own countries, or I guess my parents' countries, or whatever kind of, you know, history. And I never really cared about like Slavic mythology or history or customs or traditions and all of that. Never really, I don't know, never really interested me. I'm a man of the world, goddammit. I'm a cosmopolitan. I don't give a shit about all that. Especially not, you know, Slav. Who gives a fuck about Slavs? Goddamn, every day I lament the fact that I was born as a Slav. Of all things. But this game and Kaer Morhen kind of made me see that maybe not everything is shit. Not everything, not every aspect of being a Slav is, you know, lamentable. I don't know. That was a high jump. Geralt could have died of that. Alright, but that concludes this episode in any case. Yeah, we got a lot to do. Finally, I'm finally in Kaer Morhen. And finally I can pick up the wolf set. Or at least the very first tier. Yay! Oh man. Good day today, good day today. Well, that's that then. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where we will explore Kaer Morhen and its surrounding areas, and meet up with Eskel and Lambert, and help them with their corresponding, or their respective quests. It's gonna be a lot of fun, Later everybody.